morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got some really good news that I genuinely, honestly did not see coming. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that Arceus VSTAR Ultra Premium Collection is actually coming out in England, or in the UK. Yeah, let's go for that, in the UK. But here's the thing, this is a product, and I'll be honest with you, I'd given up on it. I had completely and utterly given up on this. I did not expect this to be making an appearance, because we got it in the US like ages ago. This is really not like a new thing. It's a product that you lovely folks over in the US have had, for a while now at this stage. I think it came out in December? Yeah, Poker Guardian got it listed as the 16th of December. So we're talking 2.5 months ago at this stage. And it wasn't that it kind of came out in the US. It was that it came out in the US and we heard nothing. No rumors, a lot of the times when we have these retailer exclusives, even when they're not officially announced, there's some rumor I'm hearing on the grapevine. There's somebody who works at Game that's kind of giving the game away, forgive the pun. This time, nothing, except I go on the Game website, and what do I find? I find that there's a little splash, a little advert, call it what you will, saying that it's coming. And it is a UK retailer exclusive. And it is £99 and 99p. Now, quick side note here, because I do think this needs to be borne in mind. This is fairly standard and honestly kind of annoying, and there's nothing we can do about it. You see, what we tend to do in the UK, we tend to basically have US prices, but just in pounds. So we don't have $99.99 converted into pounds. We have $99.99 turning into £99 and 99p. Which means we end up paying a little bit more. Like, if $99.99 in the US currently transcribes to about £83, just a little bit under £83. So we're essentially paying an extra £17. Or if you want to do it the other way round, £100 is about $120. So it's the equivalent of you guys having to pay an extra $20. I'm not terribly upset by this, because I understand that a lot of the work is done in the US. Some of the production is probably done in the US. And then we got to pay for things being sent over, etc. So I get it, honestly. It makes sense to me. I'd rather it was like an 80 quid product, honestly. But yeah, I've seen some people predicting prices of products in the past, and they like to leave a difference between US and UK products. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's just not the way to do it. Because the fact of the matter is, generally speaking, what it says for the price is exactly the same in the US and the UK. But the fact that pound sterling are generally worth more than US dollars means that we end up paying a little bit more. Unfortunate? Yeah. End of the world? Nah. It's going to be okay. But it does lead us to the, I think, pretty gosh darned important question of, is it worth it? Is it worth £100 as a product? And the answer is, I'm not sure. Or to put it another way, the answer is, it depends on what kind of person you are. Because honestly, for a lot of people, the answer is going to be no, and that's okay. Because if you look at something like the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection as an example, there are basically 3 very good reasons to buy this product. And that is the Charizard V promo, the Charizard V-Star promo, and the Charizard V-Max promo. Like, there's other cool stuff in there, but they are the main 3 reasons to pick this up. Of course, as I've told you in previous videos, those promos have now become ludicrously cheap. And now, honestly, buy it because you think it's cool, buy it to keep it in a sealed collection, or just maybe go and pick up the promos on their own. But if you look at the Arceus Ultra Premium Collection, you don't get that. There are no exclusive promos here. What there are metal cards. And they are extremely cool metal cards, And the metal cards I like very much indeed. But you've got Metal Arceus V and Metal Arceus V-Star. They are, in terms of design and all of that, exactly the same as your regular cards. It's just that they're made of metal. And before anyone wants to get super clever, no, they're obviously not legal for tournament play because they are literally made of metal. So there is absolutely no way you can go through your deck and not be able to find them. So don't go buying 4 Arceus Ultra Premium collections in the hope that you can have 4 Arceus V and 4 Arceus V-Star in metal in your deck. Because as fun and cool as that might sound, and I'm with you, it sounds amazing, there is absolutely zero chance whatsoever that a judge lets you get away with that. If you get deck checked, best case scenario, you're swapping them out. Worst case scenario, you're getting DQ'd for having a clearly illegal deck. It would be fun, but it would not end well. And this is a reason to buy it. Now, there's other reasons, we'll get to that in a second, but your number one reason to buy this is for your metal cards. Your Metal Arceus V, your Metal Arceus V-Star. And if that sounds cool to you, go and buy it. The one thing I will... Okay, to caution you, here's the thing. The last time, the only other time we've had metal cards were in the Celebrations Ultra Premium collection. We had the base set Charizard and the base set Pikachu coming in as metal cards. And the problem was that a bunch of people sent them off to be graded, and then I know at least PSA stopped grading them for a while because essentially they were hard to fit in the case and got damaged and all of that, and there were issues. Metal cards are hard to store and hard to keep. Much more so than your average secret rare card. And what that means is there is a chance that if you buy this for the metal cards end up in a bit of a worry, and that's a bit of a problem. So look, I am not saying don't get it for the metal cards. I'm saying just be a little bit careful if you do get it for the metal cards for pretty obvious reasons. Good? Good. What else do we have in the Arceus V-Star Ultra Premium collection? Well, we actually have a pretty cool playmat, and I personally really like the playmat because the artwork is actually off of the Japanese Starbirth booster pack. That's where it comes from. I don't know how many other people, how many of you out there are as obsessed as I am with all this kind of stuff, but it's actually from Starbirth. That's where it comes from. This is the Starbirth booster pack, essentially stretched out onto a playmat. And I think that's pretty gosh darned cool. Forgive me using the Indonesian advert here. It's got Starbirth written on it, and it just seemed to make a bit of sense. But that's where we've got in terms of the playmat. You've then got your metal dice and your metal coin, and that's all rather lovely. It's a decent little set. What I will say, and I'm pretty sure... it's still an acrylic V-Star marker, which I don't get. Remember, we had the things at Worlds that had the metal V-Star markers, so I don't know why we keep getting acrylic V-Star markers in all these sets, but for some reason we do. Feel free to be upset about that, but that's just kind of the way it is, unfortunately. And obviously you get a whole mess of booster packs. Now, I don't know what the deal is here, okay? Now, I know we get a lot of booster packs. I know there are, 15 booster packs? Yeah, 15 booster packs. Yeah, and it is, you can see it on the back here, it is confirmed an acrylic V-Star marker. The important thing to note here is that this is a box that came out a while ago, 2.5 months ago in the US. So although Silver Tempest has been out for a while, you won't find Silver Tempest in this box. We've got Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin as the most recent set, and then Vivid Voltage. That's what they're showing on the back of the box. Remember, as I've said before, this is not a guarantee of which packs are in there. Let's be very clear. Similarly, the fact that this is coming out so much later in the UK might mean that there is basically like a second run of these with different packs. That is absolutely possible. So I'm just saying, for a moment, just kind of hold your horses a little bit. The packs might be different. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not that impressed by the packs that we've got on the back of the box here. Brilliant Stars is kind of cool. Astral Radiance is alright. Lost Origin's quite a good set. Vivid Voltage is not a good set. unless you somehow pull the big Pikachu, the chunky boy. So it's fine. It's not terrible, but it's not great. So here's the deal. If you really want the playmat and the gold cards and the accessories, this is awesome. Otherwise, there are better places to spend your money. I think there is a bigger lesson here, something more important. And the more important thing here is this. We're getting it. Because I've been sitting here for months now under the assumption that we're not. That this is just not coming out in English. And now it is coming out in English. And that's a really, really, really big deal here. Because it means that where there are other products that seem to be exclusive to a particular country, there's now a chance that they are going to be coming on a bit of delay. And I don't remember, I could be wrong, correct me in the comment section as always if I'm mistaken about this, but I don't remember this kind of stuff happening in the past. Where a product would come out in the US and then, a couple of months later just appear over here. And I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe it's because there's just a team at the Pokemon Company International who are working really hard to make this kind of stuff happen, and I, for one, am absolutely delighted. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's the news, that's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Have you picked this up? If you have, what do you think about it? Are you excited about this coming to the UK? Are there other countries you want to see it? What products didn't come out in your region that you want to see? Tell me all that and anything else you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel. You can get some bonus podcasts where I answer all of your questions. You can join a Discord and chat with us about Pokemon or anything else. And you can get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Jelena Renji, who I can confirm is a very lovely person. So thank you very much for the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would you? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.